India pays tribute to the heroes we lost in the Pulwama attack. On your screens right now are images from across the country where tributes are being paid to the CRPF Jawans, tributes poured in for our brave hearts from across the country. Several ministers from the Modi government have been dispatched, ordered to be physically present during the last rite ceremonies in several states. The 40 heroes came from 15 different states of the country. On Friday, Prime Minister Modi, Congress President Rahul Gandhi, the chiefs of the three services and senior cabinet ministers paid homage to the slain CRPF personnel. I want to go across to India Today's Indrajit Kundu joining us live from Kolkata. Also with us is Nagarjun Dwarkanath joining us live from Bengaluru. From Mandya and from Howrah in West Bengal. Indrajit, coming to you first. The last rite ceremonies of many of these heroes, they came from 15 different states. The government ordered for central ministers to be physically present at all of these last rite ceremonies. Take us through what happened today in Howrah.
Well, Shiv, it's a very somber mood here at the residence of martyred CRPF soldier Bablu Santra. We are here at his residence. This is, of course, a new house. As I've been telling all our viewers since morning, this is the house that was built by Bablu Santra himself. It has not even got a new coat of painting because remember, Bablu Santra was due to retire later this year, and he was dreaming, he was hoping that he would be able to spend some quality time with his family, with his wife, with his 6-year-old daughter. That's the reason why this is the old dilapidated house, but this was his dream. He had built this new house to be able to spend some time with his family. Today, of course, he's no more, but a huge tricolor has been unfurled at the top of his house. Here is his image. There are candles and diyas that have been lighted by locals in this area. They have come here in huge numbers. They have paid their floral tributes. Behind me, it's a huge banner with his photograph, and it's written in Bengali, Shorone Noy Hridoy Theko. You're not going to be alive, not just in our memories, but also in our heart. Let's just talk to a few people. A lot of people have gathered. In fact, this is the premises of the house. Outside where his mortal remains will be brought, there are hundreds and thousands of people who are still waiting eagerly to bid the final adieu to their hero. I have got a person, he used to be Bablu Santra's teacher. Sir, ये बताइए किस तरह के आदमी थे, बहुत ही struggle करके उन्होंने अपनी जिंदगी बिताई.
He was very much simple. He was very much simple and significant also. His type of talking, his movement is very much simple.
He had to struggle a lot. Initially, he lost his father when he was very old.
Struggle. From childhood, he was our bosom friend also. From childhood, we were always playing volleyball. He always liked playing volleyball.
Tell us about his joining CRPF. He was always wanted to join the forces to serve the country.
His sacrifice for country, all country people always remember for him for this type of sacrifice of death.
No, but what do you want from the government right now? Now that you have lost your close dear friend, what is the message you want to send across to the government?
At present government, but always thinking to this type of matter, but always should think this type of death, this type of event in future must
happen, must stop. So obviously they're talking about security of security personnel. All these people like brave Jawan Bablu Santra who secure our borders, who provide security to all these people who are here, who are coming here to pay their floral tributes. What about their security? That is also something which has concerned a lot of people, that is there in the mind of a lot of people. He leaves behind a ailing mother, a wife, and of course a 6-year-old daughter whom we are told has not eaten anything ever since she got this information. She's inconsolable, and therefore the entire community here in Howrah trying to stand behind this family, trying to be a pillar of support. It is not a time where one should indulge in politics or political parties, leaders from all across the spectrum. They are all arriving here at the airport, of course, in Kolkata. Union Minister Babul Supriyo is waiting, and we are given to understand in a short while from now now at about 4 in the afternoon, Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee will also be, walking in a candlelight march in Kolkata to pay her respects and solidarity to the martyrs of this dastardly attack. Back to you, Shiv.
Absolutely, and the heartbreak for Indians today is really complete, and it is hopefully being galvanized into resolve over how India will respond. Remember, here on India Today, we do not ever make suggestions on what needs to be done. That is up to the government. The government stands united today as far as the system is concerned, and the opposition. But today needs to be reserved for the memories of those we lost. And in Mandya, live with me is Nagarjun as well. Nagarjun, take us through what took place there today. Somber scenes, heartbreak for a family there as well. What happened today?
In fact, Shiv, it's another heart-wrenching story here from Mandya as well. This is on the Malwali Mandya road where I'm located here. Behind me is the house of Mr. H. Guru. He was in the army serving for last 8 years. Earlier, he was posted in Jharkhand, and recently he was posted in the 82 Battalion when he was deployed in Jammu, Kashmir state. And what happened was he was in Karnataka, in Mandya, till the 10th of February. Just 6 days back, Shiv, he left Mandya after the vacation here after meeting his family. Then he left to his duty, and he received a phone call from his mother at 12 o'clock on the tragic day, just hours before the explosion or the attack that happened. And at this point, mother, his wife and his father and 2 brothers are here. The whole village has come through, in fact, to share the grief and sorrow at this point of time. We are hearing that the flight with the mortal remains has just landed in Bengaluru HL Airport. The Chief Minister along with the cabinet ministers will accompany the mortal remains and bring it here to his residence in Mandya district. But the sorrow and the grief is at its peak. The wife has, in fact, was hospitalized is what we believe, and she's brought back because she's not been eating anything. The family still is not able to digest the fact that one of the member is not here and is a martyr today.
And if you look across the families of these 40 men who were lost, you will see by and large reactions of that kind. Wives, parents, children who've gone silent, who've had to be hospitalized as their loved ones are consigned to the flames. These are stories you're going to have to get used to, ladies and gentlemen, over the next few days. We're not going to censor their grief. This is grief that the Indian nation must know about. It must be close to, it must empathize with, or this story will slip from our memory and history will repeat itself, and Pakistan will once again take advantage of our indifference to our own people. Nagarjun, Indrajit, thank you very much for that. Well, top intelligence agencies believe that Jaish commander and Afghan IED expert Abdul Rashid Ghazi is the one single brain behind what happened in Pulwama, where 40 CRPF Jawans were killed 2 days ago. Intelligence agencies claim that after the killing of Jaish-e-Mohammad sniper and the nephew of MasoodAzhars, Usman, in Tral in South Kashmir last year, the Jaish-e-Mohammad had sent its top commander and an IED expert, the man on your screen, Ghazi Rashid, to Kashmir, where he's still hiding like a rat. Ghazi, with 2 of his associates, infiltrated into Indian soil in mid-December and is believed to be hiding in South Kashmir. You can imagine how he's hiding right now. Top intelligence sources believe Ghazi Rashid had a narrow escape in an encounter in Pulwama district days before the terror attack on the 11th of February, in which one local terrorist was killed. I want to go across to India Today's Shuja ul Haq for more on this. Shuja, Ghazi Rashid identified as the mastermind behind this attack, the man, you know, who's well known to be an IED expert of the Jaish-e-Mohammad and specifically sent into Kashmir to plan this revenge strike for the killing of MasoodAzhars' nephew last year. What more can you tell us about him? And we understand that he is still in hiding somewhere in South Kashmir.
Well, yes, Shiv, those are the details that we are picking up from the investigating agencies in Kashmir. We've also been given to understand that there was an alert that was sounded just about a week back on possibility of a big strike. And the links towards this alert were for Jaish-e-Mohammad in itself. Now, in this particular case, what we are learning is that this person, Abdul Rashid, had infiltrated into the valley for, this year in itself. He was sent in with a specific task of doing something big. And like you were mentioning, we have heard from Jaish-e-Mohammad time and again that they would take a revenge of the kind of people who were killed in the valley by the security forces. And it's also important to mention that in just last 1 year, we've seen more than 26 of their top commanders being virtually killed in different encounters by the J&K police and other security agencies. So it has been seen as a desperate attempt of taking revenge. Now, the security forces are saying that they are hot on the heels, hot on the trail of these men. Raids are taking place even during the nights in South Kashmir. Some people have been rounded up, but they are definitely looking up for this particular person who they believe is still hiding somewhere in South Kashmir.
Well, he knows he's being hunted, and that's why he's gone into hiding, obviously. He's going to have to lay low right now as the Indian agencies currently hunt him down. We'll leave it at that for the moment. Thanks very much, Shuja, for that. Well, India Today has also accessed exclusive images of Jaish-e-Mohammad chief Maulana MasoodAzhars' den in Pakistan's Bahawalpur. Jamia Subhanallah, the headquarters of the Jaish-e-Mohammad, is located on Pakistan's National Highway 5 in Bahawalpur. It's located at a distance, unsurprisingly, of just 8 to 9 kilometers from the Pakistan Army's 31 Corps headquarters. It has been reported that the Pakistan Army's Corps headquarters has a nuclear secret facility, but later turned out to be a nuclear oncology institute. The Pakistan government has placed an F-6 fighter plane on public display at a roundabout called Sariki Chowk there. The Jaish-e-Mohammad headquarters is located less than 1 kilometer from that F-16 static display. The Jaish-e-Mohammad's associate NGO, Al-Rahmat Trust, put out an advertisement seeking funds to construct the Jamia Subhanallah, the headquarters, in 2011. This connects the mosque to the Jaish-e-Mohammad from its construction days. Apart from a mosque, it has a boys' hostel where recruits are kept, a swimming pool, playing areas and other facilities. Even the local police is not allowed to enter the premises. It's completely out of bounds for anyone who's unauthorized. That's the kind of special status that the Jaish-e-Mohammad enjoys. I want to go across to India Today's Ankit Kumar, who's filed this story detailing the Jaish-e-Mohammad's headquarters in Bahawalpur. Ankit, amazing amount of protection for this particular facility, this headquarters and the training facility of the Jaish-e-Mohammad. Not surprising at all that it is just a short distance away from a core headquarters of the Pakistan Army.
Yeah, right, Shiv. That's why we are calling it Abbottabad 2 as far as MasoodAzhar is concerned, because it's not just the headquarters of 31 Corps of Pakistan Army. There's also a nuclear facility. Now, on paper, that nuclear facility is just an oncology research institute. But there was a report in by a US think tank which said that this could be Pakistan's 6th nuclear facility which could be developing weapons for nuclear weapons. So, as far as the sensitivity is concerned, this should have been the most protected areas in Bahawalpur. But in that area, what we have found out that India's most wanted terrorist, MasoodAzhar, has been residing with some 200 to 300 recruits who have got absolutely no restriction. In fact, the local police, we have talked to a few local journalists as well, and what they have told us that even local police is not allowed inside Jamia Subhanallah. What we also did was we used open source information to establish if the input that we got through the intelligence agencies was true or not. What we have been trying to put together here is that there exists a chalk which is called Chakri Chowk, where an F-6 fighter jet plane has been put on display. Remember, this plane was part of Pakistan Air Force between 1965 to 2000. After 2000, Pakistan Air Force stopped using the airplanes. So these planes have been put out on public display. One such plane is in Bahawalpur. So if you suppose if you live in Bahawalpur and if you want to find out where Masood Azhar lives, you just have to take a walk around on NH5. You just have to locate this F5 plane, which is very easy to identify. And then 1 kilometer away from that plane is a big mosque that called Jamia Subhanallah. There is all the facilities have been provided to Jaish-e-Mohammad and Masood Azhar. His elder brother Rauf Asghar manages the facilities. He is the operational head of Jaish-e-Mohammad. He is also believed to be working very closely with the operatives in Kashmir who have carried out this Pulwama attack. What's also interesting is that the headquarters of 31 Corps of Pakistan Army is just 8 to 9 kilometers away. There is the full cantonment area. There is also an army school. There is the hospital. So every public facility is available. A lot of similarities between what was happening in Abbottabad and what is happening in Bahawalpur. Shiv?
Very, very interesting. Just 8 kilometers. Stay with me, Ankit, because, you know, as Prime Minister Narendra Modi declares aloud that the Indian military has been given a free hand to avenge the dead of Pulwama, the country, as you know, has several military options on the table. There's nothing secret about it. These are military options that have always been there. On one of those, as in the past, is of course precision airstrikes on terror infrastructure in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. As a standard response option to major terror attacks for over a decade now, starting with the 26/11 strikes in Mumbai, the Indian government has so far considered but never actually activated the option of aerial strikes on Pakistani terror camps in POK. Well, India today can now confirm that airstrike options were similarly presented to the government yesterday by the Indian Air Force, something Pakistan has come to expect. Well, as it happens, the Indian Air Force today, in a very short while from now, will actually be demonstrating its awesome firepower in a pre-planned exercise over the deserts of Rajasthan. The location of the bombing demonstration will be just 270 kilometers from Bahawalpur that Ankit was telling you about in Pakistan, the city that houses the Jaish-e-Mohammad's headquarters and its multi-acre training facility. Well, this exercise that's going to be starting at about 5 o'clock today is called Vayu Shakti. It was pre-planned, has nothing to do with Pulwama, but will see an enormous deployment of Indian combat jets dropping hundreds of bombs in an annual show of strength that has nothing to do with the Pulwama terror attack. It just so happens it is taking place 2 days after that terrorist strike. The exercise involves 81 fighter jets, 35 transport aircraft and helicopters, 4 drones, 17 support aircraft, for a total of 137 aircraft, ladies and gentlemen, deployed over the deserts of Rajasthan, just under 300 kilometers from the Jaish-e-Mohammad headquarters across the border. The reverberations from the Vayu Shakti exercise will no doubt be felt in Pakistan.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.